All right, I think I got all the buttons pressed.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, I do. Hello, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's another episode of Tech Talk Thursdays. Excuse me. For July 9th, 2026. We're ready for the back half, the back end. That's the fun end.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I am one of your hosts, Marcus Major Linux Summers. Twitch.tv/Major Linux. Of course, I'm joined this week and every week by Kevy Kev. It's your boy Kev in the building.
What's good, everybody?
And of course, picking out what I can only assume was a very delectable meal.
Mm-hmm.
We're joined by the Sunflower Sovereign. Cynthia is in the building.
Greetings, salutations. I hope you had an excellent Pride Month last month. We're in Wrath this month.
We're in what?
Wrath.
Wrath?
Mm-hmm.
WRATH?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how else you would spell wrath.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why are we in wrath?
It was Pride last month.
Yeah,
Oh.
I get what you're saying. Seven Deadly. I got you.
I figured we were just I figured we were just in the fall.
I mean, no, not the fall. Plummet.
Yep. It's gonna be sloth in April. It's gonna be greed in May, and it's gonna be gluttony in November.
See, you see me. You see me. You see the vision. The vision.
see the vision.
I appreciate it.
I see the vision.
Well, first off, I want to start off by, again, I just want to celebrate, just black, melanated folks in general, just everybody that has a level of pigment that they were naturally born with. Because naturally it don't crack.
I found that out while we were on break.
Yep.
And this was something that my wife and I were talking about yesterday. And we were wondering, now I don't know if you two have this thought, but I do, seeing as I'm the youngest one here. I occasionally have this thought that when I am at work or when I am talking to other people, I feel like the people I'm talking to are way older than I am. They seem like they're more mature, accomplished, like professional people, especially at work. Like, these are professional people. Only to find out that they are not only just my age, but maybe even younger than me. I don't know if y'all have ever felt like that, but my wife and I, we experience that from time to time. And she was talking about how her coworkers, most of which are of the Caucasian persuasion, at 40, 42, look like Gandalf the White. And I was like, you know what? I've noticed that too. But then on Threads this morning, I came across an image.
Yeah, I saw that image.
That had me rolling. And I felt like it's only right that I share it here.
Yep.
For those who haven't seen it yet.
Yep.
Let me I'm gonna blow it up. This might scare you. Oh, never mind. I think I lost it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it doesn't blow up. I can't expand. Wait, hold on. Maybe. Let me open it in a new tab. There we go.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning. I am trying to make it big so that way you can't see the information that I'm trying to obscure here. I present to you this woman. Now, for those of you who can, I would like to know how old you think this woman is. Also, don't mind that notification. I need to close Mozilla. Sister Soul number 9 comes in with the first number at 50. Sphinx, mid to late 30s. Kev, do you know the answer?
know the answer because I seen the post.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I was going to ask if you didn't, like, at least if you hadn't seen the post.
Yeah.
Sid, have you seen the post?
No, I have not.
Do you?
I'm
Would
not
you
sure
like?
if I have actually.
Would you like to venture a guess as to how old you think this woman is?
How am I supposed to see this?
Well, it's on the stream right now. So, sorry, I had to make you open a browser and toss me the view.
Okay, so you got jokes, is what you're saying over here. Did you act like I don't have the chat open?
But it's not in the chat.
Y'all see this disrespect happening here?
Again, I don't know. Look. You asked how you
Homophobia,
would see
actually,
it.
because if I now see, I'd be wrong if I started cussing on this show.
No, you wouldn't. Like, not even?
Like, because on this show all the time.
Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, the woman, this woman in this picture?
Yes, this one right here.
I'm gonna ask a single question.
Uh-huh.
What is her job occupation?
I do not know. I do not believe that was mentioned in the post.
This woman's in her late 30s.
Sphinx and Sin are correct. This made me feel so good this morning when I discovered this woman is 38 years old. This is what 38 looks like when you've never once done business with them, meaning immigrants. This is what 38 looks like when you've never employed one of them. This is what 38 looks like when you've never had romantic relationships with them.
Because I was gonna ask a question, and based on that, I was going to be like, being hateful ages you. When someone looks at me and they ask me, why do you look the way that you do? I was just like, I drink my water, I mind my business, and I'm not hateful.
That's that part.
This is what hate, this is what hate gets you. If this is what 38 looks like to an average person, you can go ahead and gomage me right now. Paintress, take me away.
Major, that's not gamage, that's turpentine.
Huh?
She looked like she'd been drinking it. What language is that tattoo? I imagine it's English. That looks like looks like Disney font.
I thought that was Sanskrit. Real talk.
Because it looks like the D. Wait, okay, I zoomed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Disney font.
Yeah.
It is. You can tell from the way the D is shaped.
That's what I'm basing it off of. Also, why are people taking pictures in the bathroom?
because the lighting is good.
Is it though?
So I've been told.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to start off the show with that. I just oh my god.
This is what happens when you do business with them. This lady looks like she has never seen a Taco Tuesday. She's never had a good steak.
No.
She doesn't listen to music.
She just eat boiled chicken and like on top of rice.
That's what buttered noodles get you.
No, we're not going to do that because butter noodles is something that you can get over at either a Vietnamese place or a Thai place, and it would have flavor in it. That looks like the kind of person who can't have a spicy chicken sandwich.
I'd be like, don't bring butter noodles into this.
I'm sorry. This is part of my I hate noodles campaign. I just don't like eating noodle. Don't give me noodles. Oh my goodness. Look, I honestly don't think we have a lot, but I'm gonna try. We gonna get through some stuff. This week.
Listen, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Major, looking at the list of things that Major put in our show notes this week, Major has decided to take it easy on us on our first day back so that I could leave before midnight.
Did I know?
I think the gym or whatever. I think that's what happened.
Did I know? Let's see. Somebody creates an extension that says, hey, stop buying that fake shit on this site you shouldn't be at. Kojima apparently still has words to say. A broken clock is right at least twice a day.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, if you can fire massive amounts of people, you can get a job at the federal government.
Yep.
And does that video game in your backlog or installed on your hard drive actually spark joy? This, that, and so much more on this week's episode of Tech Talk Thursday, starting with knockoff browser extension hides sketchy brand on Amazon. Unless it's a digital clock, then it's never right. In this household, we are always synced to NTP. A software developer made a Chrome and Firefox extension called Knockoff that automatically hides, grays out, or filters products from sketchy brands on Amazon, which highlights just how many shady brands are on the platform and how commonly they show up on searches for basic items. Now, again, I will say that, hey, you know what? Maybe we should just not be on Amazon. But I understand there are some things that you can only get on Amazon, at least, I mean, given your proximity to other places. The pricing of the item. Some people can't afford to pay shipping from China to get the thing just to stick it to Amazon. So in that case, why not just get this knockoff extension that will make weird companies disappear from Amazon, like Ratagoon or Godonlift, and buying from companies like Govee, which I would have thought maybe 2 years ago would have also been on that list.
Yeah.
Now, I have not been able to find an Amazon page that shows it working. Apparently, everywhere I've seen, it's always worked. But I'm gonna try this floor lamp. Also, would help if I actually typed it. See, I don't even go to Amazon. It wasn't even like pre-filled in my browser. Wild. Also, let me make sure the extension is installed here. It doesn't look like it, so actually I might have to go back. All right. I'm gonna reload Amazon and I'm gonna search for floor lamp. Oh, it does work. So as you can see right now, lights that apparently that are labeled no brand show up, they fade out. So it lets me know, hey, maybe don't buy these lights. There's Radagoon, Jufo, Sibrel, Pakavoy, Sunmori, Pezray, Bobo Momo, World,
The world. The world.
Lalisu. I'm sorry, my favorite one is so just Bobo Momo. Like the show.
Oh, you mean Bo?
Bobo Bobo
Oh, you
Bobo
mean-
Bobo.
Okay, you said it right. Okay, I was gonna correct you on that. I was like, hold on now.
Look,
you
I
got through the
know
whole
about
thing.
Bobo 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 Bobo. Don't.
All right.
Hey. I may be behind on some anime, but I know about Bobo 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 Bobo.
All right, you're right now. All right.
So yeah, definitely go check it out. It is a free extension available for Chrome, or I guess Chrome-based browsers and Firefox-based browsers. Again, like just so you're aware, the browser of the month this month is Helium for me. After I tried Zen browser, and Zen was acting really weird during the Summer Game Fest stream last month. Yeah, just go ahead and add that to your arsenal.
Yeah.
Next up, FTC reaches settlement that brings right to repair to John Deere farm equipment. That's right, at least somebody in your government still cares about the consumer.
Indeed.
Under the terms of settlement for the next 10 years, Deere will be required, quote, to provide farmers and independent repair providers with the same equipment repair resources, including applicable software capabilities that it currently provides to authorized Deere dealers, end quote. The company will also be subject to reporting and oversight requirements, and the initial decade-long agreement could be extended if it breaks the terms. Now, granted, this settlement does exist and could technically be enforced by a judge. We've seen what's happened in the past year and a half, where it could just steady keep on climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing till it gets to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will be like, nah, this is unconstitutional.
What about the poor, disadvantaged family corporations?
Oh, like, isn't John Deere a family-owned corporation?
Kind of
Yep.
Hold on for a moment. I need you to step back through the things that you said and talk about this helium experience for a moment.
Yes.
How long have you been using helium?
For about a month.
Okay.
Yep. When I ran into the issue
What has
trying.
that?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, continue.
when I ran into an issue trying to use multiple browsers or multiple windows of Zen and multiple monitors, it just fucked up the stream something fierce. If you want to see that happen in real time, the Summer Game Fest stream archive is available at youtube.com/MajorLinux, where you can see me try to do a Steam search for a game that was announced and then lose access to the stream that was currently playing. It was very infuriating. It was not Zen. Yeah, but I believe you had a question.
Nope, just pondering as a person who uses Zen and being like, do I want to pick up what he's putting down?
I mean, do you use multiple monitors?
Yes. My hands are gesturing at both monitors on my desk.
Understood. Do you have any issues watching streams on multiple monitors, like having to go into another window while watching a stream on another monitor?
I mean, I don't know if I have an issue with doing it, but it's something that I do.
I'd temper it off of that. But again, that's just something I ran into. It may have been something I could fix. I couldn't find the solution to it. So I was like, fuck it. I need to find something else. And I went back to Vivaldi for like a day until I discovered Helium and was like, all right, Helium is my new happy medium. Because it is essentially Chrome without the AI bullshit.
Okay.
Speaking of AI, Siri. No, not damn it. Not you. Speaking of which, hi, my name is Marcus. I've been beta testing iOS 27 developer beta for over a month now. Actually, not that bad. The new Siri experience, better than it was. Better than what Siri people are using now. Mm-hmm. Still not great, but better.
Markedly so, or just marginally so?
The thing we're about to talk about in this article, it's what they were promising back when they were launching this new Siri, but couldn't deliver on because, look, Apple's great at some things, but just not everything. And this show, like, Apple showed their ass during that WWDC a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Okay.
But now they're about there. They're about there. I mentioned before, like as a matter of fact, I was talking to y'all about it last week. I am holding judgment until it goes a GA, until it is, like, I guess iOS 27.0. Because not every feature has been implemented in third-party apps, and that's kind of where I want to see it go. It's one thing to use Apple's own apps. It's another thing when I can use the apps that I want to use to do the things that I want Siri to do. That being said, Yeah, 2 years ago, Apple promised that the new Siri experience is going to have personal integration. It was going to have it's going to have a personal touch. It's going to pull information from all over your phone to be able to fully answer questions and do things based off of your personal experiences. I forget what the phrase was what they kept saying, and they've been saying it lately. Personal context, that's what it was. They kept promising it in 2024. So it was coming out with iOS 18, with the iPhone 16. It never really materialized with iOS 26 and iPhone 17. They kept promising it. Well, they were promising it in the background, but they never really talked about it when they announced iOS 26. So of course, I think even before iOS 26 was announced, people were already lining up to sue Apple for false promises because people bought the iPhone 16 in the hopes that they were going to get the brand new Siri experience. Which they realized, like, hey, if that wasn't going to happen, we wouldn't have bought the new phones. I have this iPhone 16 Pro, but while I was kind of waiting for that personal context stuff to happen, I wasn't really leaning into it as much as there were some other stuff that Apple was doing with Siri that I actually did enjoy, like visual intelligence, being able to like essentially have like Google Lens built into the phone itself, which was very helpful. Kind of doing like Google circle to search and stuff like that, but built into iOS as opposed to having a third-party app to do it. Also, the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 have dedicated camera buttons, and I love that button. I just love being able to push a button and it opens my camera. It's great. Unfortunately, not everybody felt that way. So again, they filed a class action lawsuit. Apple has now settled with them. And today they released the devices that are eligible for upgrades. I mean, that are eligible for settlement cash. And that includes the iPhone 15 Pro, 15 Pro Max, 16, 16E, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and 16 Pro Max. So again, all the phones that launched with Apple Intelligence on them. Of course, you can claim up to $25 per device, but there's a possibility you can get up to $95. I am surprised that Macs and iPads are also not included. I mean, they aren't included in this settlement, because I'm pretty sure people bought a new iPad that could do it. They may have bought a MacBook that could do it. Not sure why it's just restricted to just the iPhone, but I mean, what can you do? So yes, I believe I am entitled to some cash yet again. This year I wonder how much money I have made off of class action lawsuits.
I mean, that's a really good question.
It's been really heavy this year.
Yeah. Some I've had to like go into the process of. Some I've just kind of like, oh, don't worry, we send it to your PayPal, and I'm like, oh, well, that's wonderful.
And I think I've already gotten one from Apple this year.
Yeah.
Which I thought was this, but apparently it's not. It was another Siri issue. I think, no, that one was Siri listening when you didn't want it to listen.
Yeah. This
is now saying Siri, they did not deliver on the promises they said Siri was going to deliver on.
Yeah. It's like our fault. Here's like $5.
The first one was Siri was doing too much. This one is Siri didn't do enough.
I mean, real talk, it bees like that.
So yeah, I'm entitled to more money from Apple. Yay me.
You may be entitled to compensation, and you were.
Again, to go back to the 27 release that's supposed to be coming out in September. Somebody didn't get on a plane. What's going on, Magda? The new Siri AI stuff that's coming out with these new Apple Intelligence phones. Again, the phones listed below, along with the 17s and the Pro Maxes. I mean the 18s and whatever. It's actually really good. It's very good at finding the context of all the stuff that's kind of within that Apple walled garden. Like being able to go through email and finding information for you, going through notes, text messages. Again, stuff that is securely on device and does not leave the device. Again, so they say. They all say it's independently verified. I don't know. I've not met a person who has been able to go and independently verify Apple's claims that it does not leave my device or their private cloud compute, which also discovered during WWDC that their private cloud compute servers are run by Google. So do with that what you will. But essentially Apple's just not running data centers, and I guess they could say like, or at least not hyperscale data centers, and they can be like, look, we ain't like them. We could be Anthropic, we could be OpenAI, but we're not. And it's only because they just bought space from Google. But however, a lot the on-device stuff is really good. It's still slow. It's getting faster with every update, but it could be a little bit better. Like I've been able to take a text message where my mom was asking me to buy sodas for a memorial for so many people. I then asked Siri, like, how many 12 packs is that? My mom asked for a mix. What does the breakdown of that look like? Mm-hmm. Like how many Cokes or Diet Cokes or Dr. Peppers do I buy? And then I was able to sit there, take that and send that list to Tiffany, who was off that day and was able to go to the store and pick that up for me while I was at work. Make a calendar event based off of just the conversation I was having with my mom. The trip we were talking about, going to Orlando, the itinerary is saved on my phone, so it was able to kind of go through the itinerary, and it pointed out that, oh yeah, you're making a 20-minute stop at a grocery store once you get to Orlando. Maybe you should make an Instacart order. I was like, that's actually a good suggestion. Maybe we should open up Instacart. Nah, we can't do that right now. The fuck you mean?
Yeah.
But again, this is why I say I would like to see where this goes when these apps are available. Like when these OSs are available to the general public. That's when we will start seeing the third-party apps start releasing their updates for it, with their app intents, their app clip intents, that will be able to kind of pull this stuff and actually make actions on this stuff from within Siri. I'm sorry, what happened? So Magna was delayed until tomorrow, and now Port Decker has had a username update from nightport.city. Ruin, like, again, it's still it's still early days. You bought another domain. I remember those days. It's still early days with it, but I've been thoroughly happy with what they've got so far. Being able to pull that context out. Unfortunately, like again, for my email, I'm having to use Apple's Mail app, but I've turned off all the notifications. So the Mail app is still getting my mail from Gmail and my personal mail server. I just don't get notified there. But whatever's in my email client that I use every day, I know that it's going to be on my phone through Apple's Mail app, and it still pulls that information in. Like being able to use it in the car, like being able, like I can listen to a podcast, ask some questions, like from things I'm hearing, make a reminder. I was listening to an artist I'd never heard of. I was listening to a podcast that recommended an artist, so I started listening to the artist. And then I asked you, like, hey, can you tell me about this artist? I didn't name the name because I still didn't really know what the name was. Siri was able to pull the fact that I was listening, was able to pull the information from the phone and then tell me about, pull the information from Wikipedia to tell me about the artist. And of course it is being really, really heavy on the fact that, I guess because it's not like all the other chatbots that will kind of have that fine print at the bottom that will tell you, hey, we're AI. Siri will just tell you after everything, it tells you that it pulls from the internet. It's like, hey, you asked about Pierce Brosnan. Here's some information about Pierce Brosnan. But don't forget, I'm an AI. Like, okay, I get it. Please. I know.
I'm AI.
But nah, I think it's really good. I think people will enjoy it. I don't know how well it will be received now, given the fact that we've had 3 to 4 years of chatbots being shoved down our fucking throats. When I asked Google Assistant to turn on my AC, and it said playing AC/DC, or ask it to call someone, and then ask if you want to call that person or some completely different sounding name. I want to go. Yeah, so Siri is still, it's still like that too. It's still hit or miss. Sometimes. Golden AI, I see what you did there. That's nice. That's nice. It's still hit or miss, but again, for me, if you're still asking to do smart home stuff, it's still meh. But the personal context stuff is the thing I'm most excited about, and the fact that it works on iOS, iPadOS, macOS, watchOS. I'm still using watchOS 26 on my watch because I really have no need for updated Siri on my watch. The fact that it can sync the conversations between all the devices, so I can kind of, if I was looking up something on my phone, I could pull it up on my Mac and kind of continue doing that little chatting back and forth, or getting that information that I was talking about on my phone and pull it up on my iPad and reference it there. It's nice. I feel like it's a happy medium between what's being forced down our throats and just it's there when you need it or want it. But yeah, I'd be more interested to see what the public's opinion of it will be when it comes out. Let's see. In more AI news and from the bad people, Meta.
Boo.
Apparently Meta updated Instagram, and they are opting everybody in, or forcing everybody into allowing your reels and your post to train AI and allow other people to remix your content with AI.
Including creating your likeness with, including creating your likeness. So yeah, turn that off. Thanks.
And I'm going to pull it up because I took a picture. I took a screenshot of it. Shout out to macOS 27 Golden Gate for allowing me to have big iPhone, which makes it easier to take screenshots. Boy, the resolution of this image did not really come out very well. But yeah, so if you go to, and like the instructions are on the website as well, are on 9to5Mac as well. If you go to the Instagram app, click your profile in the bottom right corner, scroll down to sharing and reuse. If you scroll down just a little bit further, they said there are 2 options. I, however, have found 3. Excuse me. So this allows people to reuse your content on Instagram and with AI features at Meta, posts including your profile picture and reels. This lets people use your posts and reels in remix sequences, templates, and stickers, and download them as part of their own post or reel. They can also save stickers you've shared in a reel or story. In addition, this lets people create with your Instagram content using AI features at Meta. To turn off reuse for a specific post or reel, go to its more menu. You can't turn off reuse of original audio, text, or comments. Also, allow people to create with and reuse your original audio on Meta AI. So hey, they can use your voice too, not only your likeness, but also your voice. With this on, anyone can create all or part of your original audio on Meta AI apps and websites. You can turn this off at any time. And again, this is located in, this is where I wish I was using a Mac for the show as opposed to Windows. You click on your, go to Instagram app, click on your profile in the bottom right corner, and click the hamburger menu at the top right, scroll down to sharing and reuse, and there should be a section, close to the bottom that says allow people to create with and reuse your content. There are separate toggles for posts and reels, and you want to flip both of them off. But like I said, there is a third one that includes your audio. Let's see. Want to hear something super creepy that no one talks about? My CPAP is directly hooked into my medical supplier. I have medical insurance, and they text me with updates instructions if I sleep screwed up. Yeah, mine doesn't text me, but mine also does the same thing. My wife's does too.
My mom, they send push. I think they send like over the air updates, and then they also like pull information from it. So it's like, oh, okay.
I mean, again, don't mind that data is being used to provide me with useful information. What I do mind is what they are doing with that data that I don't know about.
Right.
Like in any other circumstance, I was like, man, that's actually really cool. That's an awesome feature. I can see how my sleep is going. It's another thing when the price of the equipment is gated on how much I use it in the first 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fucked up part. And believe it or not, we're done with tech for the day. Who's ready to talk about video games?
Hey.
First off, Hideo Kojima would like you to know that he's really sad. And any other time, especially given the news in the past couple of weeks, or the past couple of months, and also just because, you know, look, I may have Grand Platinum this dude, right? Whereas, like, I mean, well, granted, he hadn't been Grand Platinum bad, but people have been saying, look, he may not be the coolest of dudes. And I was like, look, it's all right. He's just misunderstood.
You know, eccentric artist, etc.
Yeah. But it's like, oh, no, actually, y'all were right. Y'all were right. Got it.
Man's a hack.
However, because this news had happened prior to a Thursday, it was not included on this. The actual news hadn't been included. So this is the jumping point into what happened last week. PlayStation decided that, you know what, we're done making physical discs. In 2028, it's done so. No more. No mas.
And not just them. I believe Xbox also did this.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, supposedly.
It's not their turn yet. But Halo Studios would like for you to know that combat, that campaign Evolved will be on a physical disc.
Yes.
Whatever that means. Or actually, no, that was in response to GTA 6.
Yeah.
Which is not what, okay, yeah, damn it. Fuck. I forgot. This actually goes back more.
This was like, I think it started with like the movies being like disabled, like
Fuck, that's right.
that's where it started.
Shit.
And then it was like we didn't have a chance. It was like all gas, no brakes with it. We were like, before we could really, do an uprage on that, then it was like, oh yeah, GTA 6 is gonna be Code and Box. And then it was like, oh, by the way, 2028, no more physical discs. And it was like, we were like, whoa. It was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then before that, no wait, I'm sorry. That was Xbox again. I was thinking about another price increase.
I mean,
So yeah, it's been all gas, no brakes. We've been running.
but yeah, it's like as Kevin said, like, yeah, it starts off with,
Yeah.
oh, you know those movies you bought? Yeah, you don't own those, dog. We're removing them. Like, not just you can't buy them in the store. Yo, if that shit was on your, like, if you just have them in your library, yeah, you just can't watch them no more.
You and no, you can't get a refund.
So that started all this shit.
That started it. And before we could really get a good crunk up rage and people showing people how to use Jellyfin servers, it was like, oh yeah, GTA is gonna be Code in the Box. And it's
And I made the dumbass, like, luckily I did not say this out loud. It was just a thought in my head. Is it, well, at least they can sell it in the store. Like, you could resell that. No, oh, no, you can't. Shut up.
now I did have the understanding that was good because the Code in the Box thing was good because if this broke street date, and it would, that the game would basically just be out. People would be streaming the game a week before the game was supposed to come out. And then when as a measure to combat it breaking street date.
You know how you solve that problem?
Right. Exactly.
You know how you solve that problem?
Right, exactly.
Which led to some
Right.
speculation that, oh no, they'll just release a physical copy, a couple of months from now.
Which
They were like, nah, we ain't doing that.
we ain't doing that. Like, that was maybe a support, and even then that was like, oh, that could have been that was maybe possible down the line, support response. To be fair, support will basically just say it could until the main thing was, no, we can't do it.
So yeah. So now people are up in arms because there's no GTA 6 physical edition.
Nope.
Which then
Yeah, which then
Sony was like, all right, just so we can get some dates here, right?
yeah.
Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything because okay, the Sony movies thing couldn't find a link for that one. Because surprisingly, I'm just linking back from one article. So GTA 6 news comes out on June 25th.
Yeah.
July 1st.
Yeah,
Not even a week later.
not even a week later.
Sony's like, hey, we're just like not gonna make physical disc anymore.
Yeah,
Come 2028, is it? It's a wrap. Done so.
right. And this also, I guess it also kind of like in a way circles to the point of like when they weren't going to do the Nexus ports anymore, and they were like, "Ooh, the Nexus ports, the PC ports." So there was like people were like, "Damn, well, I guess I gotta play it on thing, but I get a physical copy." Yeah, about that.
Now,
Yeah.
Now, what I'm holding here is a sealed inbox copy of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth for the PS5.
Uh-huh.
Just because I have this here in my hands right now, I could touch it. I could open this case and grab the disc and, remove the disc and just have it and just slide it into the disc drive of my PS5.
Yeah.
It does not mean that I own this game in perpetuity. Because they can just make this shit not work.
Yeah, they can break that. They can break that.
It's just gonna be done. It's gonna be done.
Yeah.
This just ain't gonna work.
It's a breaking thing. It's a breakable thing.
So it's like, this would not have solved the problem.
No. But
It would have been a better solution. Yes.
Right, because,
but
because how they turned off those servers, or they turned off those authenticators. Yeah.
well, you got online games you bought a disc for that you can't play anymore.
Yeah, like Concord
Crew.
or Brink.
The Crew.
Brink. The club. Yeah.
Also, the Crew. One of the many class action lawsuits I got money for.
Yeah. Holler at your boy for that. But I was thinking about the other day because I don't have that many delisted Steam games, but I do have like a few. But one I was thinking about the other day was a game that I played called Quinn. I played it years ago, and it got delisted, and so you can't buy it. However, because I was gifted the key for it, thus means I have a license for it. I can still play that game. It's just not. It's not available for other people to like. Hey guys, we should probably buy this game and play Quinn. Have Quinn nights. But Quinn is based for thing. Quinn is basically like knockoff Uno, but yeah, it's just knockoff Uno. If you don't want to like buy if you don't want to buy it off Ubisoft and you want to play Uno, that's what Quinn is. But I was able to download it. I was able to install it. I was able to play it, and I've been playing it for a couple hours. I even earned achievements. The achievements still work, and it's all good. I can uninstall it, and I can reinstall it again at later date. The platform, if the platform wants you to play it, you will play it, and it will provide you in many ways to do it. When Nintendo closed the 3DS and Wii U eShops, if you still own games on those shops, you can still download the games, and you can still download games for those systems. I'm seeing you showing me Spec Ops: The Line.
I am.
So you can down, like I say, the it really depends on if the platform wanted to, it would. And so if the platform wants you to succeed, you can then still continue to play games whenever you're able to play. When Roots of Pacha had their like kerfuffle with their publisher, I think it was publisher Crytivo. It was a game developer named Soda and when shenanigans happens, Steam basically goes and says, "Okay, cool. We're taking the game off of the shop until y'all sort this out, so that people can't just keep buying copies. So if people just keep buying copies, we need to know where this money needs to go to. So We're gonna take it off. Y'all resolve it, get proper sharing, break contracts, whatever, and then once we're clear, then we'll put the game back on the shop again. Meanwhile, while all that was going on, when they took it off it, I was still able to play Roots of Pacha. People that I know were still able to play Roots of Pacha until this thing got sort of settled out, and then other people could buy it and play it themselves. The platform will allow you to do. If the platform allows you to do that, the platform will allow you to do that. Period. But with Sony like this, there's a good chance it won't, because Sony doesn't allow you, and that's something also we reported on, I believe last year, where Sony doesn't allow you to buy digital games from different platforms. So if you're trying to buy a PlayStation 5 game digitally elsewhere, you can't do it. Like at all. They don't even have those little like paper cards with the codes on it where you can like go to Walmart and pull one off of it and buy a game that way. You can't do it there. Only Xbox and Nintendo can still do that. So you can't go to a store and buy games digitally. You can't go to a storefront and buy games digitally. You can't go to another place like Fanatical or whatever to buy PlayStation games. You can only buy PlayStation games one place. And when that happened, that should have been the boop 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 moment of like being like, okay, we can't have one solid place to buy games. We don't even have that on the PC space because we have Epic, we have GOG, we have itch.io, we have I know we have Steam. Of course I know Steam. But we have multiple places as well as other publisher launchers, to my chagrin, that I hate. They can also buy games there too as well. So we're not there's not one big game in town and it's not under Steam umbrella, right? It's just a lot of people shop at Steam. And Steam is like the biggest game in town, but it's not the only game in town. So, pray we don't alter it any further. Oh yeah, classic Darth Vader line, bet. But, you know, that's the thing though. That was like, that should have been to a lot of people being like, ooh, that's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a deal where PlayStation don't really sell games like that to other places. And what is there an opportunity? And what is there a? And we should have been like, oh, the PT demo is gone and nobody can play that anymore. That should have been like, ooh, red flag. That's a problem too. Like, ooh. You can only buy games for a platform only one place. Ooh, red flag. So I'm like, yeah.
Actually, I don't know if the PT one is a red flag.
It is game preservation.
But it didn't remove the ability to play it.
No, like.
Because I mean, in that case, didn't Steam removing demos from?
Demos are tied to accounts. If you've ever noticed something, if you've ever gone to like, there's demos are tied to accounts.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when Steam removes a demo,
yeah,
then that's the same thing,
right? But that's on the back. That's either on the back of the publisher or whatever, right? So that's like okay, is what it is. But on the console, demos are tied to accounts. So when you go back to look for a demo again, that demo is there. Them taking away PT, right, flies in the face of game preservation. Because whether or not people, if they could say like, okay, nobody has access to it, to the people that have access to it. They didn't want nobody to reverse engineer that or dump the files.
Isn't that? Well, wait, wasn't that Konami's call and not Sony's?
That was Konami's call. And like I say again, I would truly understand that. And again, and like I say, Konami is his own crappy company on top of it. But to be like, oh, cool shit's happening, yay. Um, but like I say, to them effectively saying, we're gonna take the ability, we're gonna take your ability, unless it is physically installed on a thing, we're gonna take your ability to even use it, and even to the point where you can't even use it. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have it installed on a PlayStation 4, you can't use it anymore. Which negates even people who just want to keep the thing that pretty much launched a lot of people's careers through playing PT. In the creative space. So that in itself is kind of like that flies in the face of game create in game preservation. Yeah, I know Konami did it, but it's just like, and then like PlayStation just kind of like, oh, okay, we'll just go with it. But it's just one of those things that's like, that should be the thing that makes people go, I don't like it. Kind of like that. Kind of like the fact that a developer could just take something that I enjoy away. You know, because like I said, PT was getting big traction. People were making content on a demo. That's really big. And then Konami just being like, no, we just take it away. We'll take it away. I feel like this was around the era of the pachinko machine, of the pachinko Konami. When we didn't think we were going to ever get, we never thought we were going to get the Snake Eater game unless it was tied to a pachinko machine. And now it's like, oh, and then Konami, now we're like, we're a video game company. Let's make video games again. Oh, wait, Sniper King. Oh, okay. Oh, God, Sniper King. But yeah, my thought has always been like PlayStation has always been doing some weird, really weird things, and I think we should have been like, and I'm like, we should have been like, I don't think we should truly give them the amount of grace that we should be giving them because they have the ability to take this way. No company, I'm keeping it bad, but no company deserves the amount of blind loyalty and grace and like uber amounts of grace. Look at Nintendo. I'm looking at Xbox. Heck, even looking at Steam. But when we're talking about in the form of, we're just straight up taking away physical games and we're like making it harder for people to play the games that they actually did acquire. That is one of the things where I'm like, we really should have been on our P's and Q's when it comes to this, because they have been playing shenanigans before. And God bless the people with long memories who are bringing up the video when the PlayStation 4 was announced, being like, oh, how do you share your games? Thanks. And it's like, which is also the people that are in that video are no longer associated with it. They have since moved on, and it is a different PlayStation now. But yes. Oh. Did I miss a cue?
Sid was holding his hand up for quite a bit, and then something happened which prompted me to hold my hand up.
Oh.
So it's like, we're currently on stack. It wasn't sure when I was gonna let up.
I was like, I didn't know.
If I might be, if I may cut in front of you real quick, Sid, it's gonna be brief. Thank you, Port Decker, for the hype train, all the subs. Thank you for the subs. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the sub.
Sin.
I wanted to, like, I'm trying to, like, in the spirit of not interrupting people, wanted to wait patiently before I brought up ever so gently that it has been a smooth 2 weeks, also related to Sony and PlayStation related nonsense, wherein they did send an announcement to a whole bunch of people via the PlayStation Network that up to 551 movies that people purchased on the PlayStation Network will no longer be available to them as of the 1st of September 2026. And this was maybe a week or so ahead of. And by the way, we will not be doing any physical media in the future. I feel like a statement like the article that we're talking about here requires some kind of just a dash, right, of context here. They went, we are removing like the things that you spent your US currency on at the same price as if you had gone to the store to buy it will no longer be available to you in about a month and a half from now. I guess at the time of that announcement, and approximately 2 months from now. Okay, thanks. Followed by we will be doing digital only and no physical media in the future. Never minding everything else leading up to this point. I feel like those two things within a week of each other are definitely not a red flag. Crimson, I believe, was the word that was used by Team 4-Star. Right. Absolutely not.
Yeah. That was the prelude.
Because just try to imagine, if you will. It's one thing to have something delisted or whatever. Imagine Steam writes you and says, hey, every video game that you have starting with the letter B will be completely unavailable to you in a month from now.
Mm-hmm. Just straight up gone.
Would it help that it's consumer preference?
No.
That was your preference.
They're citing consumer preference as to why they're going digital.
Does it help? How do I say this? As an adult who works with other adults, I regularly have adults suggest things to me that are utterly and completely ridiculous because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And my job at that moment is usually to go, well, I understand that may be a preference. I want you to reconsider it.
The company called the transition, quote, a natural decision to adapt to consumer trends, noting that the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical disc. In quote, according to Sony, digital is how, quote, most of our community prefers to access and play games today. End quote.
Now, on that note, right? It's regardless of that one thing here being like, hey, a lot of people are buying things online or digitally anyway. It makes sense for us to make a move in this direction. Sony, you have clearly shown that you are not going to handle this well. How did that happen?
I will make an argument that their shareholders are saying, I have an argument that their shareholders are saying, y'all are handling it this is very good. Good job.
You know, I feel like that argument would fly anywhere but here with this group of people.
Yeah, but we don't give them nearly as much money as they do.
Yeah.
So the stakeholders were just like, hey, those 551 movies just have to go.
Yep.
Yeah. And what was wild about that was like they
now I can't. Well, but my question is, Major, if this is the argument that you're making, what is the argument you're making?
Oh no. You confuse me with someone who's actually agreeing with this. Hi, my name is Major Lennox. I like to play devil's advocate on the show.
This is true.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
please.
no, I was going to say.
While I am one of the people who do like to buy things digitally, I am not like, yo, that's a great move. Good job, guys. You did it. No, please.
I
No.
was like,
Clearly, I have physical
appreciate the fact
games
that you-
here. I held up on purpose a PlayStation 5 title. I've got another one right here. And another one
I
right
absolutely
here.
appreciate that. On the
And
note
another
of
one right here.
on the note of the devil's advocate, I have yet to see a situation in which the actual devil needs a lawyer. Please, for the love of God.
I
But
said
also
advocate, not arbitrator.
because like just there's a lot of, and as annoying and frustrating as like C levels in general, stakeholders overall, etc. can be, there's also something to be said about some of y'all are just like have just been smoking whatever Sam Altman is smoking.
That crypto pack.
I would make an argument that maybe it's actually just weed. But I saw how that
No,
went that day.
I mean, well,
I told y'all I got high one time and you say I thought I made sense of it.
They on that silver hands.
but absolutely not.
Yeah.
But it's just come on, poor Decker.
Well,
you know
well,
something
look.
correct. But
Hold
it's
on.
just it is the raw, unmitigated audacity of being able to like look at this and go, this is justifiable somewhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, according to Sony, and this is for Kev here, following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation and at retailers in digital formats only.
Yep.
So maybe they're bringing it back to the store?
But they'll be code boxes.
But they weren't. But
well-
are they in the store now? Wasn't
No.
that the problem we were having before?
Like,
So I feel
See,
the age-old wisdom here needs to be applied. And so as I've heard it said online, and as I'm sure that we will hear it said several times over, what's up, Cal? Would be if buying isn't ownership when it comes to your
Oh.
video games and movies, then I hope you enjoy your vacation in Cabo and all of the treasures it provides.
a jaunt across the Caribbean, if it were.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the thing that was like, it was never like, oh, they weren't the digital games were unavailable, but the physical were. They said, but what if it's the inverse of them being like, let's just take the physical out and slap in the
So now you can actually get deal on your digital codes. That was the thing that we were complaining about. See, they fixed it. They fixed it.
No. No, because you think they're gonna have you think you're gonna go to Walmart and they're gonna be like sales. Cardboard?
I'm trying to think, like, what does a bin of game keys look like at a GameStop?
It would never be in the bin.
A $10 bin of game keys.
It would just be on the shelves. Like it'd be like a little, like those little spinner kiosk things with the little, like, hooks on it. Yeah, that's it.
I can go to a
Spin that
7-Eleven and buy
around.
my hot new PlayStation release.
Yeah. You could be like midnight release.
Swipe a card,
Got
get
it.
a receipt. That's it.
But yeah.
A little 12 digits on it.
With 12 digits on it, yeah. Get the card. Like now when I got like Poco, I went and got the card. And they had the card on there. And I was like, ooh, the card, nice. And found out you don't pay no taxes on the card. And I was like, well, that's good. That's good to know.
Wait, you're a Burger King dealer? What are you getting, like Whoppers on the street corner? Like, what the fuck, man?
What the? Sneaking to from the Burger King dealer. What? There's a guy in a giant king outfit and mask.
Hey, yo, I got that waffle, bro. I got that waffle, man.
Bro, I got that. I got that orange. What you need? What you need? I got them long chicken sandwiches. What you need, brother? I got you. I got that Hershey's chocolate pie, man. I know they ain't have them in a minute, but I got you, baby. That Dutch apple in this pocket right over here. What you need? I got you.
Oh boy. Gonna buy used scapegoats. Look, that's where my brain went for a second when I heard the news, and I was like, "Wait, no, that's not how that works."
That's how we get King Win. That's how we get G2A.
No, if you got the long chicken sandwich, you got a customer. Shut up.
The long sandwich. The
long way.
The long way.
The Aki way.
Yeah, we was watching. I was funny. I was playing with Dee Dee. We was playing Dune Awakening. That game's so much fun. She went and tried to land the ornithopter on the other way, horizontal instead of vertical. I said, Dee, you can't land it the long way. The long. Dee Dee lands ornithopters in the long way.
Oh my god, I can't stand people who are buying just regular burgers and then go home and put cheese on it. Like, oh no, stop it.
I mean, what if you don't like that cheese? What if you got good cheese at the house?
When you order in Burger King, like you can't ask for much more, man. You already at the bottom of the barrel.
I think I bring my cheese from home. That they at least say. Now Ruin is right. They need to be charged like $1 for that cheese. I'd be like,
I want the cheese fucking melted, man.
So I like to say hot take. I prefer my Whoppers with no cheese. I know. I
need the cheese. I haven't had I have not had a Whopper in like almost 3 years.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It's not like I haven't had a dream.
Cheese is a wild thing to say.
Huh?
Yeah, that was.
Wait, what? Who said the wild thing?
Room temperature pocket cheese is a wild thing to say.
What? Why?
Pocket cheese? Absolutely not. Is that indicative to pocket saying? What do you mean?
Pocket cheese. Wait,
Wakaya!
weren't they playing a fucking cheese game on like fucking Bob's Burgers and shit?
Weren't they?
It was cheese. It's either one.
I think I'm still on season 3.
Bro. That was a good ass episode, man. Like they were like fucking assassins and shit.
I'm still on the Thanksgiving episode. Pass the cranberry sauce. Mashed potatoes. Thank you for loving me.
We're getting too chummy in here. I need to bring the mood down. Going from PlayStation to Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox dropped the sequel to the remix that is everybody losing their jobs.
Yes.
They have unplugged the Xbox and plugged it back in.
Red Ring of Death.
Resetting Xbox. That is a name. That's a title of a post.
You know, I want to know how many millions of dollars did they pay to a ad agency to come up with that. That's because I feel like they had to pay somebody buku amounts of money that they didn't have to pay to come up with this whole breakdown.
After careful consideration, and this is from Asha Shawarma, newly appointed Xbox CEO.
Yeah.
After careful consideration, I've made the difficult decision to reduce our team by approximately 3,200 throughout fiscal year 27. This will include approximately 1,600 role eliminations today. And in addition, 4 studios will leave Xbox to new management. No,
You know,
to
it's the
call you,
boldness of these people
you're
for
skipping
me.
things. You're skipping things. Slow down. Slow down.
It's the boldness of these people to be able to say that, but that and like expect to be able to like walk the streets peacefully.
Our business today is not healthy. I wonder why.
You know, I feel like there's a reason here, but for whatever reason, it eludes me.
So some good news. Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions will return to management and transition to independent studios with their IP catalog and runway for their next games.
Huzzah! I can play Psychonauts now.
So Major, because you felt like talking about bad news today, would you like some more?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. I got one in the chamber whenever you're ready.
That's what I love to hear. Ninja Theory and Undead Labs have entered terms to join new ownership with funding to complete and grow Senua and State of Decay 3. In France, and Kev, this one's gonna hurt us.
Yep.
Arcane's management is beginning required consultation with its works council to review potential strategic options. Meaning, Kev, we will not know the state of Blade for quite some time.
Yeah, that sucks though. Because I was looking forward. I've been looking forward to a Blade anything, and it's sad that the only time that we're ever gonna get anything with Blade in it is Marvel Rivals and like Tokon. Like Jesus.
Title, you were looking at 3 people who did enjoy State of Decay 2
Yeah.
and are excited to play State of Decay 2 again.
Very.
So excited, in fact, that we actually did buy it. 2 of us bought it on Steam
Yeah.
the day of the announcement that they split off from Xbox because it was on sale for $5.
So it was $6.
Excuse me, $6.
Yeah. We were like, oh, we can play State of Decay now.
Also, because of the news of Compulsion, I did that same day, actually the same purchase for me, I bought Sounds of Midnight. I may not like that game. I've heard mixed things about it, but I bought it anyway because I felt like it was important for the culture.
Yep.
Sure, we've had technical difficulties. I've had technical difficulties playing State of Decay 2. It's well documented on multiple Twitch clips that I have from prior to Tech Talk Thursdays times and the before times.
Yeah.
But that's what also made that game fun.
Yeah. It was janky as hell, and us like being together and having fun in the midst of the jank, that made the jank. That made it kind of fun because it was like those fun moments of being able to roam around the map and just do missions and popping zombies from a distance. Like just it was good times. Even in the base, I'm just like pop, and then us jumping through the windows, and we were like, "You mean you couldn't use the doors? The doors take time."
We're also
we just like crashing through the windows, and you're like, "You couldn't use the doors? The doors take time."
We're also making reductions across other units and in some cases shifting investment to focus on higher priority projects. That these changes vary in size across Activision, Bethesda, ZeniMax, Blizzard, King, Mojang, and Xbox Game Studios. None of our first-party publicly announced games or products are being canceled as part of these reductions. However, there are games you probably have not heard of that have been.
Yeah.
Also, Mojang and King are answering directly to Asher Shawarma. Not a part of this.
The moneymaker.
Apparently, according to sources, and I don't know how true this is, Mojang have been propping up Game Pass for quite some time.
Oh yeah.
Or just propping up Xbox. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's why it's not here. Just what I heard.
Yeah. No. I believe that. Mojang was a good purchase.
Also, keep it
a good purchase for Xbox.
Now, and I won't waste our time on going through all this, but she does go on to say, hey, Game Pass probably wasn't the best thing that we thought it was, that they kept telling us it was.
It was good for us.
I mean, yes, anything good for the consumer is not great for the corporation.
Right. It's what's good for the bottom line.
But it's like, it was a case of, Phil Spencer Center trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah.
Also, but all in all, I would like to say that for one, I feel like, and somebody pointed this out earlier, and I think this is something I feel like Sin has made a point of saying, like when like Linda Yaccarino showed up at Twitter.
Yeah.
When you bring on the woman to take charge of a company that is failing,
yeah,
you tend to put the blame squarely on the woman, which also points out like, well, why didn't Sarah? Oh no, Sarah Bond was smart enough to say, yeah, nah, dog, that ain't gonna be me. Fuck that shit. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't need that smoke.
Exactly, because it's like, you know, I see the winds changing and they're not changing in my favor. I am out. Deuces oozes, and I'm out. So,
but I still also want to point out too that of course AI can be blamed for this because she was the head of AI at Microsoft.
Right, because
damn it, they bought in AI and ruined Xbox. Damn it.
I mean, I blame AI for so many things. And
but what have we learned? What have we learned? AI is the smokescreen for mismanagement and corporate fuck-uppery.
I know. But you know, it's just one of those things. Like, it's just easily blamed, but who out here using the water? Like, who's saying like, hey, we need this thing needs to use the water, and who's buying all the chips?
Port Decker, yes, Xbox Copilot is a thing, and I want to say that briefly, it popped up on my computer when I was trying to do something else. And I'm like, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you do it.
Also not included in these list of articles. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, yep. Apparently news has come out that id has been gutted. I believe half of their staff is gone.
73.5%.
Oh shit, that's almost 3/4.
So out of 185 people, the layoffs for one department were 136. And the way that they found out was the WARN Act, which requires if you are going to fire a certain amount of people in
you have to file with the SEC
within like 60 days prior, and that is how these people found out that this was happening.
Mm-hmm. Which is wild, because I know some of them cats are probably working since older Wolfenstein games.
Oh, and keep in mind, they just released a game that, of course, did numbers. So,
oh yeah, Doom: The Dark Ages and then DLC on top of that. Yeah, like 2016 Doom was making, you know, gold for the grandkids, and then top that on top of the stellar from what I've heard, because I've never played the games. I've played Doom games since the old Hacker Bell days. Doom Eternal was out here doing massive numbers, and then Doom the Dark Ages.
Yeah. See, Merge hits on something.
Oh, and they're about to make that whole team of
Doom. Yeah, I don't care.
No, they're about to make those people use Unreal.
Oh yeah, it is.
Like, I do not care about Doom to save my life, but IdTech was fucking just the GOAT.
Like how buttery smooth and well optimized Doom 2016 was to run on basically anything.
I swear, if those people do not get back together and like, I don't know how to make an engine. I don't know how easy that is.
Dude, you know the engine people right there. They could just run their own engine.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's got to be some level of, there's got to be like somebody had to have like taken IdTech and be like, yo, you got the Blu-ray or you got the flash drive, the hard drive with that shit on it, right?
Like the way like these big but these like massive but small, like not massive in like scale, but like massive in like notoriety. And I know somebody has IdTech on a like a flat, just like on a spare hard drive somewhere, tucked away. I already know.
Like when they heard they threw the hard drive out the window so that they could just walk out. Is that nope? We ain't got nothing on us, no data on us. It's just walk around and pick it up.
No. This is like Toy Story 2 at the office. You know, the story of like how the lady had a copy of the work product of Toy Story 2.
Oh, like they got the repo cloned at home. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got the backups, man. Because this is like
make sure it's on a home PC because they can wipe that surface.
Yeah, they can wipe the surface. Yeah, they can wipe the surface. That work product.
I don't know where
it's sitting on a. That's it. That work product is sitting on a 8 terabyte or 4 terabyte, not terabyte, 4 terabyte drive somewhere.
Where is John Carmack? I don't know if he's at Meta still. Oh no, he is at Keen Technology. Oh, never mind. No, he's doing AGI. We ain't talking about him.
Nah, we ain't talking about. Yeah, we ain't talking about Carmack and Romero. Like they're just on the outskirts now.
No, Romero is cool. Carmack is not.
Carmack is not. Yeah, but Romero's.
Wait, what did I say? What did I say? Carbero? Shit, Carmack is not. Romero is good. Carmack is not.
But Romero is just long-haired, like Woz at this point.
He's regretting making Daikatana.
Yeah, as he should. As he should. He should be very mad. He should be very ashamed of that. That's his Etzel. That's his Etzel moment. No.
Tycho, almost any like I'm gonna place a bet. 50% of the things that I will say, you will not agree with. I don't know him like that. I'm just saying he's not doing AGI, and right now that's the bar.
To call him, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Come in close. Come close. You're not gonna agree with anything that we say. Me and Major don't agree with it. Sin don't often agree with things. Sometimes what we do is not what we disagree, it's how we disagree. That's why I'm still hanging out with these people.
I'm just saying, look, Romero just isn't doing AGI. That's the bar. That's just the bar. Whatever the fuck else Romero's got going on in his life. Again, remember, I was like, yo, Kojima's dope up until like a month ago. So
yeah,
like really, my bar? We going off my bar?
Right. It's literally gonna be there's just gonna be some times when we're just gonna be like, you're not gonna like everything we say.
Look, I'm gonna get to a game that I want to talk about in a little bit, and I'm pretty sure that because of my relationship to how social media is nowadays, or even how it has been, I would know what the discourse was surrounding the game. As far as I'm concerned, everybody loved it except for a certain group of people that we just don't listen to.
Yeah.
But let's see, more in the weeds of the Xbox layoffs part 2. Xbox layoffs included 37-year veteran who designed one of Xbox's best features, backwards compatibility. The shit that everybody's been tripping over their respective dicks and or flaps for.
Or privates. That
Yeah,
works.
thank you. Whatever you have is whatever you have. You've been tripping over it. Oh my God, backwards compatibility. The games we had back in the day, there were no backwards compatibility. I don't know why the fuck this is the thing that we got to worry about for the past 10 years. However, the guy who provided that for us to salivate over no longer has a job at Microsoft.
Yep. And that was the big thing. That was the big thing they mentioned, real big, of like on Series X. You could play all generations of Xbox games.
Excuse me. We got something. We're having a reporter on the scene. We have Fire Plays Wildfire. The one true Linux.
That's right.
Minor Linux is in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, sir. What's happening on the field?
Can it be Mario Kart World?
I got this a lot that I have to do right now to do that.
Okay.
Don't you have Mario Kart 8?
Who remember that one?
I don't think so.
No.
Or do I have that? Hold on, give me a second. No, okay. Bring your Switch up here. Because I ain't gonna give you the cart and you lose it between here and there. You know what? Fuck it. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna get this damn thing working.
Yeah.
I gotta get up. I didn't want to.
Fatherhood, am I right?
Yes, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I love how the request was for Mario Kart World, and it was like Mario Kart 8. Like, we got Mario Kart at home.
Mm-hmm. We have multiple versions of Mario Kart. Can you play the Mario Kart that leaves me alone, please? Can you play the Mario Kart that gives me peace? I need, like I say, son, I love you, but could you play the old Mario Kart until I can get it together, please? which I totally get.
What a time.
A time to be. But yeah, that was the one thing that Xbox was touting with a whole chest and both lungs, of the fact that you could play legacy Xbox games on the series of consoles. And then now it's like, well, we fired that guy. Good chance we about to Don Matrick our way back into with whatever Project Helix is going to be. I'm like, weren't we supposed to?
It's the utter goofiness of just people being like, what if we are just racing to see who can hit a brick wall with the most velocity?
Yep. Just be like, let's see how we can like upend our whole entire like legacy, all of our goodwill, burn all our goodwill down to the ground after we have done like multiple price increases and like shuttering whole studios that actually made good games. For the overall sake of, making them short-term games. And I'm like I don't know, Chief. No. but I just it's just weird. It's just a weird set of circumstances that we're in, where to see like this hobby that we love, and this hobby that has always been very, I guess, it's starting to become more and more expensive, being more and more like inaccessible to us, and then having to like pay out of more and more money that we don't really need to spend, and it's kind of rough though.
All right, what I miss?
Oh, you missed that. We were finding about the fact that you were basically like, "Can you just play the Mario Kart that leaves me alone, please?" Could you pick the Mario Kart that I don't have to do stuff? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll be a dad. Hold on. Hold on.
I have to model the behavior. I have to encourage the behaviors that I want to see.
Right.
Especially after I told him, "Hey, haven't you played enough iPad? Please do something else."
And that was something else. Like,
unfortunately,
said,
it
"I
was
will
an
do something
hour
else."
or two later. But yeah.
yep, that's something else. Dude. Something else. Yeah.
He said, "Don't you want to do something else?" I would. I would like to play games on a different device.
Yeah.
Which again was cool with, but was not expecting it to be mine.
Like, well, now? Oh.
All right.
Oh, you mean right this minute? Oofy, yikes! I was not prepared for that.
I wasn't.
Well,
I
He
wasn't.
was like, you didn't give me a time frame, so
Yeah.
now.
Also, given the fact that it is summer vacation, so there's no bedtime. Yeah, like there will probably be more of this in the future.
your correspondent has come back.
Oh no, yeah, I know he's there.
Yeah,
He's playing the game.
He's in the newsroom. You know when they have like the newsroom, you see
Yeah.
people walking around the newsroom. That's him in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We've got more ramifications due to these layoffs. James Bond, a Hitman developer, confirms layoffs and studio closure, but its fantasy RPG lives on. So IO Interactive was working on a fantasy RPG that was being kind of financed through Microsoft and Xbox, but due to the layoffs, there have been some funding that's been pulled. IO Interactive did get the rights to the game, so they can still technically make it. Unfortunately, they've had to cut some jobs and close the studio because that funding is now gone. That being said, I said I was going to talk about a video game that I probably don't know what the zeitgeist is, other than, I don't know, I heard people liked it. 007 First Light, Game of the Year contender.
Nice.
I did finish that over the break. One of the things I thought about because I was listening to John Bombcast and Jeff Bakalar saying he was playing it and his son was watching him play it and kind of was being introduced to Bond in all of his quirks and what is it? What's the word I'm looking for?
Idiosyncrasies.
Maybe that intricities or something. I don't know. Maybe
Intricacies.
That's it. That's the word. Mainly, hey, not trying to slut shame, but Bond is a slut.
Yeah. That's canon.
And it made me.
Whatever it takes to get the mission done.
It made me think, right? I have not heard any discourse about Bond and his womanizing ways from this game. If anything, like from places I would have expected to see it, they were like, okay, yeah, Bond's out here doing his thing. That's what's up. Okay. Like people finish the game and I'm like, this is a great game, and like the think pieces were more or less like about the violence. And then of course I thought too, like, because I felt like the game was more or less like the Daniel Craig Bonds than like any other one. And it got me thinking, oh yeah, that's right. They never really gave him a chance to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like he got a chance to be that guy closer to the end of that game. But even then it was still kind of like tame compared to like, like, I mean, especially compared to like Sean Connery.
Yeah. It's like he's being trained to be an asset, but not really to be a part of the 00 program, but not really the guy. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's seeing Bond being Bond.
Or it's more or less like how I
year one.
It's more or less like how I wish Bond and a lot of other shows that kind of mix espionage with other dumb shit. It's like, yo, I don't need the dumb shit. Like, I wish Scandal did not have all the sex in it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I was good with the political intrigue up until like the B613 shit. It's like, yo, we bought, like, look, we need to get some weapons. We need to go get Mama Pope. Papa Pope going in there. We need to just get some fucking ARs. We're gonna go try and hunt down Mama Pope before she blow up a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And this was before, you know, my politics have changed, and I actually probably would be on the side of Mama Pope on all of this. But you know, hey, you know what? It's whatever. Like, I feel like the most controversial thing I've heard said about First Light was me calling it 00 Colonizer.
Yeah.
Like, nobody had bad things to say about it other than, oh my God, this Bond is so woke. Like, what are you talking about, dog? Like, it's not,
No, like,
I mean,
Well,
That
but like,
or-
here's the thing: that whole thing is that's like people saying Superman is woke, or saying that like X-Men is woke, so we can hand wave that because like, no,
Yeah.
like,
Star Trek is woke. Star Trek is woke, which is like,
yeah, we're gonna hand wave
watched
that.
it. I don't think you watched that, but it's okay.
look, I'm just
I
glad to
think
see
they're-
like M was a woman, Moneypenny was black. Like, oh, this is just like Daniel Craig Bond. Like, I'm for this.
Yeah. I'm good with it.
Yeah, this is just like the movies.
Like,
Also, Lenny James.
yeah, mom. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
My favorite character. That dude was all right. This game illustrated perfectly why Idris could never be Bond. Infiltrate this area and convince people you belong. Not happening for a black man.
Oh, sad but true.
I will say where Bond was in that game, there wouldn't be that much of an issue. I don't think it would have been as much of an issue. Like, I don't think he went to places that would have been like, I don't know if he doesn't belong.
Right.
Now, his size, maybe. Idris Elba's a big motherfucker
Yeah.
compared to this stream being Bond.
Yeah.
But if you were to say like a black man doesn't belong, I said no. Actually, in this game, this is like if DEI actually if DEI met its natural conclusion,
Yeah.
like that game was the definition of like we don't see color.
Right. Now, if it was like, what was like Bogma, like Bogma, his whole setup, I think he would have linked in really well.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
honestly, yeah. Bond was fish out of water over in Bogma, where in Bogma's area, there Idris would have been.
Yeah, because Bogma's area is like Mariupol, where it's just like, oh, anything goes. It's just, like a stiff-looking white man. That's something I would definitely be a little bit like, hold on, what?
Like Lenny James stuck out.
Yeah, yeah,
Lenny James stuck out.
Right. Because like I said, he was too stiff with it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He was the
Um,
handler. He wasn't the asset. He was the handler.
all in all, though, that was a
Yeah.
great fucking game, man.
They
They made a Bond movie. IO made a Bond movie, and I mean,
they did, like when we was looking at the preview stuff, I was like, damn, this is a Bond. This is a Bond movie.
and it
like,
plays like you would expect that shit to go.
this could have been. This could have eased. They could have just swapped my man's in there. This could have been like Skyfall. Like this could have been Quantum. Like this is just really, really good. Like
Also, I
it's
like how they
they're-
kept mentioning Nightfall.
ah,
Like, yes, Operation Nightfall. Like, really, are we just gonna keep using that name like it doesn't mean something to all these other Bond gamers? Like, what are we doing? Stop it.
I don't know. And what's also funny is like it also can contribute to Batman because of the whole Nightfall thing as well. So it's like Nightfall, huh? Who?
But yeah, I think it was upsetting when news broke that Amazon was like, "Oh, we're gonna make all the Bond games from here on out." I was like, whoa, no.
No.
But it made me feel better that we will at least get one more from IO.
Okay.
We will get at least one more.
Okay.
And maybe, just maybe, Amazon be like, you know what, we don't want the Bond license anymore. And
I think once the second one comes out, I think that it's going to be like, well, that obviously
They got out of
know
gaming.
They got the sauce, and then they'll be like, okay, we'll let it go. 'Cause
Amazon
we
just got out of gaming by that point.
Yeah,
You know what? Yeah, we'll just license it. It's fine. It's fine.
we'll just license it. It's fine. We make more money on the licensing than we will ever do. Like,
Yeah, like
actively
please,
making
like, please, Amazon,
Like,
just
just
get shit together.
just license.
Yes.
Just license, bro. It's okay.
You know
We
what?
make- we
It's
make
really
just as
giving
much
Random
money.
Spoon.
Yeah, Reynolds. Yeah. That should be the thing of a lot of companies. Just rent Spoon. Just sell the license. Just like, say here's a contract on the license. Here's the profit spread. We're good. You don't gotta make the game. Reynolds Spoons.
Let's see. Moving on to some more news. As those continue to ravage the games industry, a union across North America establishes a fund to help those impacted by it.
Good.
So the United Video Game Workers, CWA, has launched a new fund to help laid off workers across the U.S. and Canada. Again, this is why I say unions are fucking important. You need to organize your workplace.
Can we discuss the thing with id?
We sure can.
Because hadn't they just done that?
I don't know if that was id.
Activision?
No. Somebody did though. I do remember somebody with their Microsoft just doing it. Was it id?
I'm gonna look that up.
Because best believe, like if there were union members who were let go, investigations will be had. Unfortunately,
of the people being laid off in Texas, 146 of them are represented by Labor Union Communications, the Communication Workers of America.
so yep, CWA. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So there were probably some investigations of what's going on. I would not be surprised that's already happening, and we'll start seeing reporting about that soon. However,
they unionized 7 months ago.
I feel like we were talking about somebody like a month ago, like literally a month ago. And if it was 7 months ago, that was during Hall of Play, so we probably didn't talk about it, but the article probably was shared at one point.
Yep, they made what they called a wall-to-wall union at the
That
time,
sounds
because
familiar.
it's like we see the industry, we see the direction of the industry where AI is concerned, and we're not about it. So they absolutely made that whole union 7 whole months ago. So to see that many people from us, particularly from that one office, where a majority of them have become part of that union.
Starting to feel like, might have been targeted. Let's see. Last but not least, again, people, it's a meritocracy in America. It's a new day. It's a new age in America, in the US, where people are getting rewarded for merit. The
And only
latest
merit.
person to get rewarded for their merit is Xbox CEO Asha Sharma, who has now been assigned to the Federal Reserve's Productivity and Jobs Task Force.
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention in our list of things also to consider today? I have to remember to mention this to you after you finish talking about this article.
Let's see. Quote, the Federal Reserve's commitment to price stability and maximum employment is unwavering, as is our resolve to pursue our mandate with rigor. The U.S. economy has changed significantly over the last generation, and never more so than right now. Each task force will carefully consider whether policymakers' means and methods, analytical tools, and policy approaches can be improved upon. I am honored that the best minds from a range of disciplines have agreed to work with us to sharpen our performance as an institution. The goal is straightforward: to ensure the Fed is best positioned to achieve our objectives in this consequential time. End quote. And this is from Chairman Kevin Warsh. The commitment to price stability and maximum employment. So given this current administration, what I'm hearing is commitment to y'all paying high ass prices and y'all giving us all of your labor for little to nothing at all because we own you. Asha Sharma, welcome to the team. Let's see, the Communications Task Force. Mervyn King, former governor of the Bank of England. Balance sheet policy. I'm just gonna name some of the ones I feel like who should not be there. Raghuram Rajan, former governor of the Reserve Bank of India. Data. Doug McMillan, former president and CEO of Walmart Incorporated. Ooh. Productivity and jobs. Mark Andreessen, co-founder and general partner of Andreessen Horowitz. Charles I. Jones, professor of economics, Stanford University, currently on leave, and Anthropic. Asha Sharma, executive vice president and Xbox CEO of Microsoft Corporation. Yeah. Those are people that I want in government institutions. Yeah, if you anywhere near Mark Andreessen, yeah, nah, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. Fuck that. And as Merch says, max employment doesn't mean jobs for everyone. It does not. Or at least not jobs in the way we like to think of jobs. Moving on from Xbox. Going to Conspiracy Incorporated now. Workers at Mind's Eye Studio protested controversial fan event this weekend after multiple rounds of layoffs. Apparently, we've got a statement from the company, Bill the Rocket Boy. Quote, Saturday's playtest is about our players and future of Mind's Eye. Community playtests are a routine part of game development that also gives us invaluable feedback as we continue improving the experience. We're grateful to everyone taking part, and we're focused on listening to our community and continuing to build what's next for Mind's Eye. End quote. Who's gonna build it though? You laid off a good chunk of your team. Who's gonna build your game? The event is described as an all expenses paid affair where members of the game's fan community will be flown in to play an updated build of Mind's Eye with new features. Couldn't that money go to pay employees to
Anywhere.
to make a game? I mean, I'm not wrong in thinking that, right?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. That doesn't sound reasonable, you know?
Okay. In more labor news, GameSpot is having layoffs. And where we're tuned into status where I'm playing game, it's not great. Layoffs once again hit games outlet GameSpot on Thursday. Owner Fandom cut the site's entire commerce team as well as Vice President of Games and Entertainment Chris Grant. According to an affected worker, the cut to commerce affects 4 staffers and 5 freelancers who covered deals, posts, buying and pre-order guides, and on occasion other topics. Quote, I just got laid off from GameSpot while on paid medical leave, recovering from a gunshot wound. Homie got a fucking bullet in his body and is like, what do you mean I don't have a job now?
That's a dang shame.
Also laid off today was Chris Grant, who joined Fandom in September 2025. Damn, he just got the job. To oversee GameSpot as well as other sites including Metacritic, GameFAQs, and TV Guide. Grant was co-founder of Polygon and went to Fandom after Vox Media sold Polygon to Valnet in May 2025. In May 2025, sister site Giant Bomb saw several high-profile departures after a podcast episode that featured staffers mocking Fandom's new brand safety guidelines was taken down. Giant Bomb went independent later that month. Beautiful.
You know what? Pack it up.
Trade it?
Right.
Wait, what do you... Burge, we were talking about GameSpot, not GameStop. mean,
Mert said the call on the field stands. I said what I said.
Speaking of Nintendo Switch, Nintendo has detailed rollout plans for Switch 2 product revisions in Europe with replaceable batteries. And apparently this is only happening in Europe. The Switch 1 consoles are being discontinued.
Yeah.
If you've not been keeping up, the Switch 2 is getting replaceable batteries thanks to EU regulations. So there's going to be some revisions that are coming out, and I know there's been some people speculating as to what that means for other countries that may not be in the EU, such as the UK. But yeah, at least in the good swath of Eastern country, of European countries, excuse me, they'll be getting replaceable batteries in their Switch 2s if you buy them new.
That's great.
Also, hope you if you don't want the Switch 2, you like an OG Switch, you better go get them now because I believe later in the year.
They said they're gonna stop making them.
Yep.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, you, for whatever reason, you need an OG Switch, or if you're trying to get an OLED, now would be the time.
Hitting
Go ahead and get them.
Hidden in the FAQ at the bottom of the same page, there's also the massive announcement that Nintendo will stop producing older Switch hardware and selling to retailers the Switch, Switch Lite, and even Switch OLED from mid-February 2027.
I always tell people when the new comes out, and the old is on the way out. Like, so if you need like controllers or like accessories for the old console, you better get them Jones now.
Well, I mean, it seems like it's just console. It seems like it's just the consoles. I don't know if it's the peripheries themselves.
Oh, when the consoles go, the peripherals go right along with it. They go last, but they still go.
I mean, I also would say, like, because of the fact that a lot of the older, like, OG peripherals,
Yeah.
still work with the Switch 2, I imagine those will still be sold, like third-party peripherals
Yeah.
will still be
Yeah,
around for the OG Switch.
Yeah, third party stuff, yeah. But if you like the ones that like the official joints, go ahead. Go ahead.
And just go ahead and grab an 8-bit though.
Yeah, that too.
Just grab the 8-bit though. Look, I would pick up mine, but I'm afraid it might connect to my Switch right now.
Oh yeah.
The last thing I want to do is like, no.
That's the PC one for me, because if I just grab the PC one, it just go. Huh? What? Who? Huh?
I at least have to. Well, I guess because the Switch is on now, it'll automatically try to connect. But or at least I don't know. I've never tried it with the Switch automatically on. But at least like when I do use it, I have to shake it in order to turn the Switch on.
Right.
Let's see. Last bit in gaming. Does that game in your backlog spark joy?
Sometimes.
Do you wish that the games that you love were the only ones taking up space on your hard drive?
At points.
Then I got the game for you.
Oh.
A game called Dustpile was created from Twitter user Togatron of Dumbbell Games, where all you have to do is paste in your Steam profile and it'll give you a kind of like a hot or not. So let's see, I've already got mine in here. I'm gonna load my lot so you can make different choices. I can continue where I left off. I've made 91 decisions so far. You can choose like which games to show up, like ones I've never played, play for less than 2 hours, less than 10, or somewhere in between 2 to 10. Say, hey, I've tried it. Whether I want all of my games, single player, multiplayer. Seems like I can compare co-op games with friends. I can also add family member profiles. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up where I left off. Also, actually, it's not a hot or not. Actually, it is kind of like Tinder. Where it's like, yeah, I got a whole bunch of features and stuff up here. I can kind of like choose the genres, whether games are deck verified, like a date range when they came out, whether they have controller support, the co-op. Can I get 100% of the trophies or the achievements? The ratings, I can see top reviews for games, game info, I can pull the Steam page, but at the bottom, I can kind of like reverse the decision, but it seems like I can't do that now because it apparently it doesn't remember what my last decision was. I can say I can skip it, I can like it, or I can play it. I can play it now. I can hit the star, say I want to play this right the fuck now. I can get details. Oops, I accidentally skipped Jet Set Radio. My bad. But I'm gonna bring it back. See, yep, there we go. So I hit the undo, bring it back. So you know what? I think I'll play some Jet Set Radio. Hit the heart, boom, that's there. And yeah, I can just kind of go through. I can go through the list and say like, hey, I would like to keep these games around. Like to put this on the list, keep them on the hard drive, remove them from the hard drive, all that stuff. I also discovered another tool too, called Compress. Hold on, it's Compact GUI that will go and actually compress my Steam library. And it'll warn me if I'm about to compress direct storage titles, like Forspoken. Say, hey, maybe you don't want to do that because those assets stream directly to the GPU, and compressing those titles may not give you the performance gains you would get if you kept it around. So yeah, Dustpile. If you want to check that out, that's there. And last but not least, Epic free PC games have been revealed, and they're only available for a limited time, of course. You know the deal. Novalands sandbox adventure title that combines base building management and exploration into a stylish 2D game, and Tattoo Tycoon, where you can become a tattoo artist and parlor owner, where you can order furniture from IKEA. But yeah, that's all I got. Now it's time for the month-long catch-up.
Real quick, how do in tech news, in crypto news, how do we feel about the demise of Doge?
What does that have to do with crypto?
I'm gonna put it together for you later. How do you feel about it?
Are you talking about the Department of Government Efficiency?
Yep.
I feel like it did its job, and it wasn't great. It was not great for anybody on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like its demise is almost like it did its job and now it's gone. It's like a virus.
Yep.
I don't celebrate the demise of a virus. It's like, well, shit, that wrecked my system up something good, and it's gone now.
Yep.
How do I
on
rebuild?
It did what it was
On
supposed
the-
to do.
On the 4th of July. I feel like it couldn't be more ironic if it tried.
Yeah.
And there is one of those. This is amusing in a cosmic way. That is an article that I read. And why am I saying that this is crypto news? Well, aside from the fact that a whole coin was named after it, very much the same kind of vibe of being like, okay, so we have this thing, we're gonna make you have to deal with it, and well, that was fun. We're closing it, we're packing up shop, and we're just leaving. But wait, what about just like a random sinkhole of like what, to the tune of $11 billion?
I mean,
Where is it? We don't know. Just gone.
no, we know where it is. They can say that they don't know. We know where it is. Also, it was named after the coin itself, but also named after the meme. Because, you know, the father of Mecha Hitler thought, you know, for 50, he thought he was being funny. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if like Elon was like 22. But yeah. For the amount of fraud, waste, and abuse they claimed was there, they sure as shit didn't find it. But of course, I mean, you say one thing and do another because that's what, you know, fascism will do. You make a villain out of people, say, oh, look at all this terrible things that happen. I'm here to help you fix it. And then they make things astronomically worse for everybody except for the people who are in power. And then, you know, when you least think of, when you're not thinking about it as much, because, you know, you got the Epstein files, you've got the war on Iran, you've got the algae in the reflecting pool.
Oh, I am invested in that reflecting pool, John Brahma. Yes.
You got ICE terrorizing neighborhoods. Yeah, the last thing you were thinking about was Doge. So it's like, all right, yeah, we'll just. Oh wait, that's still there. Oh, I guess we should close that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if they could have made it go away quietly, they would have. But again, because it's a federal agency, allegedly, you know, you can't really do that without a number of people noticing.
And be like, oh, baby, the government don't do nothing quiet, baby. Come on now. Nah,
Or at least not for long.
Not for long.
Because at least the CIA will let you know that, you know, it overthrew governments, you know, maybe 30, 40 years after it happened.
You know, once everything's declassified.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Which is wild. Like, you could read about Cuba and Iran all day.
All day.
All day. The CIA will tell you what they did. And everybody's like, oh, Iran's the worst. Cuba's the worst. Like, dog, they were just doing shit for their people until we went over there and fucked shit up.
It's like for the possibility that they might be a rocket launching site. Maybe. Kind of.
Not even that.
Sure.
Like, again, no, like after was it like late July 1959? No, US was like the next day, oh fuck this. No, even before when, you know, Fidel was fighting, the US was like, oh no, we gotta stop this.
Yep.
Because remember, companies like Hershey had plants over in Cuba because they wanted that sugar.
Honey, darling. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Again, if socialism didn't work, U.S. would not be spending billions, if not trillions of dollars trying to convince you otherwise.
Yep. when old Mikey J was reading off the platform, I was like, I don't think you need to do that, man, because it sounded pretty good. Look at them jokers out here wanting, what's the word, rights and clean energy and access to food and universal basic income. Get a load of these guys.
Like it was a startling I'm pretty sure if people were paying attention, it was a startling revelation that of all the countries that participated in the World Cup this year,
yep,
only one did not have universal health care or state-sponsored health care in some form. I wonder who that country was.
Yep. The ones that got kicked out in the first round. Quick, fast, and in a hurry before they even put the luggage.
Like how y'all gonna sit there and put the squeeze on the organizing body, which we already knew was corrupt, and then piss off a whole country.
Yep.
To stomp your ass anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 4-1. Wow. For a team that we don't think about until every 4 years. For a country that also has a soccer league. This country has a soccer league, and they never remember it.
I do. It's on Apple TV.
Oh, see, I'm all about the Atlanta United, of course.
Charlotte FC,
Look,
baby.
So yeah, again, we have actual factual Major League Soccer teams in this country. No one thinks about it.
Oh, guess what? You know, the guy he was sitting there and trying to get the red card reversed on?
Yeah.
Birthright citizen.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. What? Yep. Mm-hmm. So
he tried to make his ass illegal. Failed.
Yep.
Got his call reversed. Yep. And is now going back to the Supreme Court trying to make his ass illegal again.
Yeah. Only for none of it to matter, and they lose anyway and get kicked out. But the cool thing though is they don't got that far to go. Well, some of them don't have that far to go.
Speaking of having far to go, shout out to the Iranian national team, who, despite
the frequent flyer miles are impressive. Jesus, man.
They cannot stay in the country of, and they are only allowed to play in a game and they have to fly to Tijuana.
It's like they got to fly in, get harassed on the way in, harangued on the way in, go to the thing, play a match, fly out, fly back in. Every single time, harassed on the way out, flying. Crazy. Crazy work. Crazy.
Well, unfortunately, they were eliminated, so that's a sad bit. Also, shout out to the Egyptian team, who definitely had their game stolen from them.
Argentina, yeah.
And Argentina's looking around like, why is everybody calling us racist? Bro, because y'all country literally took in Nazis.
Yep. They went where did they go? Exactly.
But it's like, but the indigenous people, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're being oppressed by the Nazis. What the fuck are you saying?
Exactly.
Like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Have you not seen one episode of Johnny Quest?
Like, bro, that the U.S. can't even get away with that. What are you talking about? Shut up.
No, exactly. What do you mean? Poor even Speed had. They're doing an investigation for the interaction that Speed had to be a part of. Like, damn. Speed was just trying to enjoy the game, and and Speed getting harassed. I was like, damn.
Yeah, Sin. Sorry, we took that away from you. Sorry about that.
Oh no, not at all. That is why I put it there, because I'm just like, very interesting this, and it's going to be things that I'm going to point out because tech is what we do here, and so well, apparently tech and government structures. So being like, and here we are, I guess, right on time because interesting.
Let's see. Anything else happened while we were away that I want to cover? I mean, of course, all the articles that I had listed here are gone now. Well, no, they're not gone, just buried deep. Well, I guess we could talk about, anybody wanting to buy a Steam controller can't buy one until 2027. Unfortunately, because I feel really bad about this. I really do. Unfortunately, that news broke after I got my invitation to buy a Steam controller. And as you can see, my Steam controller is sitting on the Mechanism Steam controller stand that just came in today. Thank you, Minor Linux. Really do appreciate it. Since I've been I was very curious on how I was going to like the Steam controller. Surprisingly, the thumb pads do not get in the way. They do not. I actually enjoy playing with the Steam controller a lot. The one thing I do not like about it is the fact that I am playing one game that is not on Steam, that is in a place that caused Copilot to launch for me by accident. And apparently the Steam controller does not work with that one particular game. And it sucks because I still have to use the Xbox controller to play it. My PS5 controller, my DualSense doesn't even work with that game. Also, I beat Pragmata. Also, Game of the Year contender. Shout out to Father's Day. And also, you might have seen SK.
So, I was telling my homie Moosh about that you had the plushie to that because he is starting his journey. He's starting his Expedition 33 journey. So
SK is here. And let's see, last but not least, I'm trying to make sure I cover all the stuff that's happened, at least on my end, because we've been on a spree.
Yeah.
I got a pair of AirPods Max. But I didn't. If you would like to know more about these AirPods Max, there is a YouTube video that is circulating around. Let me see if I can see if the command works in the chat. Ah, it does. See where I got duped. My sister and I got duped by these counterfeit pair of AirPods Max over the weekend. pretty interesting story. Kind of like how I found out that something was wrong with them and how ultimately going to an Apple store for a Genius appointment educated me on the burgeoning business of selling counterfeit AirPods or counterfeit products and how deep it goes, so much so that it will show up somewhat working on an iPhone. And if you didn't know what you were looking for, you'd have thought you had a real pair. But luckily for you guys, I tend to do things somewhat haphazardly. And because I know 50 million different features, I tend to try to test them all in like a span of an hour. So I noticed some things were broken and was like, hey, I might need to take this to the Apple store to get them fixed. To which I was told, like, yeah, no, dog, these ain't even real. Also, I have a PC that's back there that's kind of half torn apart because I took some parts out of it. But we're not going to talk about that right now. It's way too old to be used for anything, so it's just going to sit there. If anybody needs a giant PC case, though, I don't know why.
I feel like maybe you put it on display.
Caden says I should put the PC case on display. I don't know why. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, Life is Strange True Colors has been finished. So yep, I finished 3 games this month.
Nice.
Now that show is back, who knows how many I'll finish.
Might squeeze in a game or two.
Yes. The new the resynced version of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag just dropped today. So is Steam Deck compatible? It seems like it plays decently on the Steam Deck, but I've only just got marooned on an island, and that's about it. I shot some cannons, and now I'm on an island. And that was about it before I realized, hey, I should probably get ready for the show. But that's enough for me. I know I normally don't go first. I was really excited. I want to show you these things. I wanted to show you some things. I'm really excited. Oh, also one more thing. The migration has completed. Everything is over on Hetzner. Surprisingly, was not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. When you have the right tools, it makes automating a lot of this shit real fucking easy and really, really quick. Let's see, DC Analyst now actually loads up a lot quicker. I know I was probably the only one who noticed. But yeah, site loads a lot quicker. The CMS, the back end, is working a lot faster than it used to. Really excited about that. The financial savings already paying dividends. I've already saved at least $50 switching from DO to Hetzner. So can't wait to see where that money's going to get invested into. If not, just saving it. Just put a little bit in my pocket. But don't forget, you can support the show. Patreon.com/Major Linux, Patreon.com/DeskChairAnalyst, Ko-fi.com/Major Linux, all the places. Subbing to this channel. I mean, I don't know how much that's going to do now that Port Decker has given everybody a sub. So go find a friend, tell them to come over, and then sub. Do that. That's everybody's assignment for next week. Bring a friend and then have them sub. Kev, Sin. How's y'all life been this past month?
Would you like to go first?
Um, no, I'm fine. So, this past month has been, um, kind of the winding down of a bunch of projects. So, um, recording things, um, have been done. Tabletop adventures are on pause for a bit. I have website stuff to update. I had, um, spent some time um, outside and touching grass a little bit more um, actively in my time away from things and just enjoying early evening naps on Thursdays because I could take them. So that was nice. Um, Also continuing to getting acclimated to life as a freelancer, which is for me a cross between playing Minesweeper and constantly being the person who points out smoke before fires occur. So it's been an interesting time. And I look forward to reporting on additional interesting times.
Yes.
Interesting is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, but I believe y'all can follow, like y'all can pick up what I'm putting down here. And that's it for me for the time being.
So, what have I been doing? What have I been doing for about a month? So June for me has always been like the midway path or like the year stuff, hottest part of the time of the year, whatnot. It's also my mom's birthday. It's also Juneteenth. It's also Father's Day. So I have been like for the most part just been doing the things and running the routes. Um, been like been leaning more into like my Switch 2 consumption because yeah, Switch 2 is actually really fun. I've been playing a little bit of Star Fox, which is a good time, and I don't know how much exactly I'm going to be leaning in to Star Fox, but it is good. It is a good game for the amount of time that I played it. I might be dabbling in campaign runs with that. Uh, Steam Next Fest happened. Played a copious amount of games, not as much as I usually do.
Oh, that's right.
But I played a good fair chunk. Found some really good games, and I think that are starting to drop now. One was like called Restory, which was really fun. That one has kind of it's kind of like, oh, you're repairing devices in early 2000s Tokyo. So that was actually pretty good. I'm actually really just looking at my list. Hold on. It's not like I don't already have a list of the games I played. Hold on. Let me check and see.
I'm mad that was not on my wish list because
Yeah,
I made a video for that last year
mhm. So
and put that
let's
on
see.
my list of things to buy.
Mhm. According to the list, I played like Totem 2, which is the sequel to Totem 1, which is like basically the photography. Basically, like you saw puzzles through photography. As a photographer, I resonate with that. Shroom and Gloom, that one was actually pretty good. Arcane Eats, a deck builder where you're more likely you're using food combinations to basically feed people. Flamecraft, which is if you've ever familiar with Wingspan, it's kind of like that, except giving little tiny dragons jobs, and you score points for how you work your dragon employees. It is really that one's actually pretty special. Farming Camp, which is kind of like a Stardew Valley. What if Stardew Valley was also about farming in a camp? So with more, it kind of has like that vibe of Eastward. If you've ever played Eastward, that one it kind of reminds me very much of that. Um, let's see, Stackmon, one of those card stacking games, but that kind of reminiscent of like Pokemon. That's actually really good. Pandemonium Merge, It's like, what if Suiga game was was campfire cooking, and instead of vertical, you're basically trying to fit stuff into a pan. Restory that was on the list. I missed it, but I had it and I missed it. It was Star Trek Outpost Unknown. It's like a colony sim city builder in the Star Trek universe. I really am sad I missed that one. Milky Delivery. I seen that one being workshopped on Twitter in real time. So it was really cool to actually being able to play that. So that was actually really good. Montabi, that's like, what if Pokemon was mixed with Mega Man Battle Network? If you're familiar with that, if you know, you know. Honorable mentions: Mold Washer, because they end up sending me a key for that. Corsair Cove, which that's Hooded Horse. Hooded Horse never misses. Luz Lagoon. I got it. The thought maybe the demo. I played it last time. I think last year. But I didn't really get like a good connection with it. It was just more like, oh, this is cute. This is very colorful and cheery. It's basically like not to say like a platform game, but a very open world game with a seaplane. So mixed Tailspin, kind of like Tailspin in a way. Yeah. So I played a few. Did I say Moonlight Peaks? Moonlight Peaks. A farming sim that looks like it's a cross between Stardew Valley and what we do in the shadows. Yeah. So it's like very mixed with very vampiric, and instead of you farming during the day, you're farming at night, so because you're a vampire. So I think that one actually just came out a couple of days ago, I believe. So been playing that, doing stuff with my mom, Father's Day. What else? I've kind of stalled on the whole, like, which I thought I would at least take some time and actually like build another Gunpla on the low, but I've kind of stalled with that because I'm still debating on if I want to use sanding files. What kind of sanding files am I looking for? So that's kind of paused my builds as it until further notice. And there was a part of me that was like, I'll take that time to take a break, and then that break time never materialized. So I just kind of like, just took smaller breaks in between. I just basically like, instead of taking a week off, I basically took that week during the break, and so across the month, and took care of a few things. And of course, I watched one of the best psyops that ever psyop, Love Island USA, and I've been watching that, and it's rounding up, it's finishing. I think Sunday is the last episode, and when I tell you this season was hot poo poo, it was hot poo poo. But shout out to Anaya and Carl and Bryce and Trinity. My money's on Bryce and Trinity, or Bright, or Brinity, as they are now known. But yeah, in this thing where bread and circuses, where the bread is moldy and the clown is dead, we still find a little piece of bread and a little bit of circus. So, what else? Yardwork made an attempt to go outside, and I was outside for maybe a day, and that was it. and trying to stay cool because Georgia heat ain't nothing to play with. Stay hydrated, my friends. And I think that's about it. Yeah.
Real quick before Sin goes. Oh, Sin already went. That's right. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing. I forgot. I've been busy last month.
Yeah, you have.
So yes, immediately after hiatus, on the Friday, the first Friday in June, Kevin and I did, like I mentioned before, did SGS Live 2026. I followed that up quickly almost a week later. Actually, no, not even. Yeah, actually, it was a week later. Just about a week later with the Star Fox demo. Once that had dropped, put out a demo video for that. Did the Father's Day raid train with Kevin, all the dads.
I forgot about the raid train.
Over there with geez, what is it? Royal Entertainment, if I'm not mistaken.
I did the Stardew Valley one. Around Juneteenth.
Excuse me. So yep, did Father's Day, played some Pragmata, which kind of prompted me to, I don't know, finish the game. That's also around the time when I got the Steam controller. So I figured I'd beat Pragmata and test the Steam controller. That game tugs that shit.
Oh yeah.
Shortly thereafter, though, actually, I think I started recording. I recorded all of these videos prior to Father's Day, but started releasing them on Father's Day. All the Steam Next Fest games that I could just potentially crank out on Juneteenth because I had the day off. I finished what I had to do during the day. So I was like, well, shit, I've got time. Let's just play some Next Fest. Let's record them out. Let's record them. So Over the Hill, if you've played Art of Rally, from the developers of Art of Rally, you are driving an indescript vehicle. Mine in the demo, it just happens to be what really looks like a Land Rover Defender through a rugged terrain, beautiful, picturesque terrain. It's great. It is co-op, so you can go on off-roading adventures with your friends. Revertices. If an art project was a game, I mean, there's a lot of those, but Revertices was definitely one that I played that did not know that the controller worked until late in that gameplay, and you will find me struggling to play that game until I discovered the controller does work. It was one of the games where, hey, the PlayStation controller doesn't work, the Xbox one does. So when I discovered that, I started playing a little bit. It's, oh, actually, I'm not as bad at this game as I thought I was. But yeah, nice little like a platformer, little platformer game. Sludgeoneers. If geez, what is it? What am I thinking of? Power Wash Simulator or what's the crime scene cleaner game? Was 2D? What was Sludge?
Oh, what like Viscera cleanup?
Yes,
like
that's it. You're just vacuuming up sludge, but it's a roguelike. So you just vacuum as much as you can. You take the money you earn, you buy upgrades that help you further clean up until you clean up the area, and then you just move on. Sportal. Surprisingly, nothing to do with a portal. You just end up I guess, maybe something to do with Portal. I don't know. Awesome shit happens outside of like a shopping mall, where you have only sporting equipment to defend yourself as you take down hordes of enemies. That is also a roguelike, made by 2 developers. It's a really good game. Because I am not into monster-y type things, and like it kind of was not my cup of tea, but like I actually did enjoy like the gameplay aspect of it though. Sprawl Zero. Apparently we are now getting into that part of gaming where people are having fond memories of like Half-Life and Half-Life 2. So this is more kind of like an FPS in that vein. Where you're able to kind of summon guns and throw guns. Where in 007, you're able to throw a gun at an enemy when you run out of bullets, which you do quite often. In this game, not only can you throw the gun at the enemy, you can actually force pull their guns that they're no longer needing into your hand and shoot them back. Burn 9, this one came as a recommendation from Kev, where you play as Otacon in a Metal Gear Solid game.
Yeah.
And shout out, I was looking through the comments while I was pulling up the list of videos I made. I believe one of the developers of the game actually reached out in the comments, said that's what he was thinking of. So shouts out to them, shouts out to the devs over there. Really love it. I can't wait till that comes out. I would like to play that a little bit more. Impulse. This one's not, I mean, this one's technically indie, but it's from 1047 Studios. The same people who made Splitgate and Splitgate 2. Seeing as EA will not give us another Titanfall, they decided to make Titanfall themselves. And it's good. It's good. This game's good. It's got like a Splatoon vibe where you can kind of paint the ground to give you like movement abilities outside of what you can already do. Grid Lords, a tower defense game where you build up your castle and lob things at the other castle and also make soldiers to go over there and also hammer down their castle while they're doing that to you. Haystack. This is one of the games where when I had shared that Steam Next Fest was going on, I had actually put out a call, not thinking I was going to get any responses, but I did. Shout out to folks over on Mastodon and over on Blue Sky. This one came from Blue Sky. The developer of Haystack suggested their game to me, but seeing what I do for a living, apparently they went through my profile and said, yo, seeing what you do for a living, seeing the things that you talk about, content warning, you may find what you play in this game distressing. They were not wrong.
Yep.
I will say of all the videos that you watch, that's the one that I would want you to watch, and that is a demo I want everybody to play. Because as much as like we do talk about, as much as I feel like the people who watch the show or listen to the show know about surveillance capitalism,
Yep.
it is the ease in which this stuff is being done. And I saw the game in the content warning, and even when you turn on the game, they're like, yo, like for real, this shit is like, it's not real, but based off of real tech that actually does exist in the real world. Like for real, like check yourself. I was like, man, it ain't that bad. You could tell when I finished that game, I'm not a changed person, but I'm like, yo, people really like, it's really just fucking easy to do this shit. Like, I'm pretty sure it's easier than what this game makes it out to be.
Yeah.
This is fucking important. People really need to sit down, like, and really just grapple with the ramifications of this shit. Cause it's not great. It ain't great. A Cobalt Story Trenchcoat Adventure. I don't know if this is in a series or I found out what a kobold was, which Sin might know what a kobold is.
I know what Cobalt is.
Okay, this is the first time I've learned what a kobold was. And essentially, like, we talk about like 3 kids in a trench coat.
My lovely little dragon boys.
Yes, three little dragons in a fucking trench coat.
Yep.
I did not get. I was unaware of what this was until I went and looked up. Like, I guess just looked up like what I was actually looking up a thumbnail for the video, and that's why I learned that's why I learned what a kobold was. I was like, oh, this is deeper than I thought. Okay, I see what this is. So yeah, if you watch that video, I had no idea. I just really thought it was just a cute little thing. It was a little hand drawn, like dungeon crawler RPG game, like point and click and shit like that. First time I've ever played a game like that. It was pretty interesting. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, but again, it was really cool to sit there and play something like that, especially with the art style for that game. The Margot Collapse. Another roguelike game, but with a Stanley Parable type vibe to it. Whereas like you're doing your job, but weird things are happening around you that you can't really see because you're in a cubicle. And things are happening outside the cubicle. Weird things are happening inside your cubicle because apparently while you're working or on your computer or just not looking at your desk or a clock or a calendar, shit is moving.
Yeah.
Like in the demo, like somebody brings you a cup of coffee. Somebody like they get like at the beginning of the game, like you're starting your first day at work, they give you a basket of cheese. The basket of cheese is moved. Time is progressing. Days are going by. But you have yet to leave the cubicle. Bathroom breaks are for emergencies only. So it's like you're not leaving this cubicle, but time is passing and things are happening. What's going on, Bafeteki? I see you there. Somebody is sick. And then all of a sudden you hear them coughing. And then next thing you know, like time is going back in real time and you realize the coughing has stopped. And they get an email saying, oh yeah, that person had the flu. Don't worry about that. It is a game. I like in that video, you will hear me like, look, I need to stop. I was close to the end of the demo. But after I finished the video, I finished playing the demo and then still played a little bit after that because of the actual gameplay loop was really fun. And last but not least, Onimusha, Way of the Sword. That demo came out, at least for the PlayStation, during the State of Play. They had before the game, Summer Game Fest. I went ahead, I played the Steam version. The RE engine can't be beat. Capcom, I'm telling you, because it is gone, it's functionally gone at this point. Y'all need to license the RE engine. Like, for real, what are we doing? Onimusha played very, very well on the PC. I did not get a chance to play it on the Steam Deck. I imagine it plays very well there too. Again, Capcom is putting in the work. Maybe because Monster Hunter World or Wilds is open world. Maybe that's what happened to it. But again, RE Engine is really putting in that fucking work for literally anything else it touches.
I think if you're doing like smaller worlds, I think, it's smaller, less
like contained areas.
Contained areas, yeah. It's sound is $1 a pound.
But yeah, I enjoy what I played of Onimusha. I don't think that's a game that I'm gonna play either, but yeah, that was pretty fun. And of course, to round out the videos that got put out during the break, of course, this one came out in July, where I found out about the AirPods Max and the journey to figuring out what was going on there. Yeah, boy's been busy. Your boy has been busy. But look, I've been getting called in the background, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you, everybody for joining us for our show back. We've got one more regular show to do this month. Next week, the following week, I will be out of town. I've heard that some other people may be out of town as well, but that doesn't matter because if I'm not here, then nobody's here, unfortunately. Yeah, I will be going to Florida with the fam. Gonna go see Mario in person. Go shake his hand.
What he means is we're going to Epic Universe.
Yes, we're going to Universal Epic Universe, but I'm going to just go shake Mario's hand in person. Regardless of what anybody behind me says. So once we'll be back, we'll be having a third place and we'll see what's on the docket. We'll have 2 weeks to think about it. But on that note, thank you again, everybody, for bearing with us through all the through whatever outages that may have happened during the migration, during our hiatus for summer break. For just bearing with us, for being with us for going on 6 years. It's been a journey. It's been a pleasure taking it with you. But on that note, of course, you can catch us. If you've missed this live, you'll like to catch the archives, majors.house/TTT is where you can get the audio version, or techtalkthursdays.net. /TTT vid is where you can get the video podcast playlist over on YouTube. And of course, if you're watching us or listening to us after the fact, you can catch us live each and every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m., except for when I say we're not going to be live. Over at twitch.tv/MajorLinux. Yes, it's been 6 years of this podcast. As long as I've done anything. Except for being married to my wife. That was 13 years, 3 days ago. Also, the first time that we've actually celebrated an anniversary and had a show on the same week. Thank you. Of course, if you're looking to reach out to us, majors.house/Discord is where you can hit the Discord server. But let's see. I think that's it. That's all I got. Of course, on behalf of Sid, on behalf of Kev, on behalf of the over there in Houston, Idios and Anka, Idios and partner, Idios in California dreaming. Speaking boy, Mark Summers, Major Linux, twitch.tv/Major And of course, you all could have been anywhere in the world watching any stream in the world. You could have been reading the tech and gaming news yourself, but you said, no, thank you. Y'all been gone for a month. I've been having to read the news for myself. Oh my God. I was wondering when y'all were coming back, and we are here. Thank you. Of course, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And as always, I love you. Peace.
Honda forever. Been a while.
Be back at it.